Hello class 9. So today we'll discuss the poem Wind from your book, which is written by the Subramanya Bharti and it is translated from Tamil to English by the A.K. Ramanujan. All of you know that the wind is a natural phenomena. So in this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described and the poet says that the wind is destructive. He has linked the destructive power of the wind to the adversities of life and says that the weak people break down but the strong people emerge out of the adversities, means stronger. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardship of life. A weak person breaks down like a weak building. We must make these destructive forces our friends with our strength and the determination. The poem starts with the wind comes softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. So here the poet is talking to the wind. He asks the wind to come softly. So he's saying that the wind should not be very strong, loud. It should be soft and subtle. Then he says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of windows and scatters the papers. When the wind is very powerful, all the books which are kept in the shelf fall down. So here the poet is describing the power of the wind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. Whenever there is a strong wind, all the things that are weak, like the small plants, tiny children, etc., they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. We can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to the wind as a young child. He is saying that it should become softly, just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to know that the wind is destructive, just like a youth, just like a young boy or a young girl who is full of energy, violence, and destruction as well. Here, the word crumbling is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So the writer is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very strong. It leads to the breakage of everything. Houses which are weak fall, doors which are weak fall, the beams on which the roof of the buildings are supported, they also fall. All the wooden structures fall. All bodies of the people fall. Animals, lives, hearts, everything fall if they are weak. So he is saying that everything crumbles, everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of the adversity. So the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any adversity or a challenge in life, he breaks down and falls. That's it for now, student.